Good evening. Welcome to Diplomacy in Phlan. I've got a different group of people with me this week, and we are catching up from where we left off. Lorcrin, Faola, Phelan, and and who I've missed out?
Kazara.
For Lauren.
For Lauren. You are all approaching the farmhouse. You have just Faola, you are, and whatever hit points you would been like ridiculously low after your encounter with the bull in the
Can I have
field.
a long rest?
Nope.
No. This is your fault.
You are on your way up.
It is your fault.
You are on your way up to the farmhouse.
He did tell you to move.
On.
You are on your way up to the farmhouse.
Okay. Let me see if I've got anything to help myself. So no one else is going to help me.
We've already helped you. We saved you.
We gave you a potion so that you didn't die
Mm.
from a bull.
And after giving you that potion, we got stomped on by said bull.
Yeah.
You
Yes,
really
I
annoyed
had to hold on to it while it tried to gore me. Thank you very much.
Hey.
Left you to it.
I've got a
Talking
healing
to a
one.
bull. I mean, seriously.
Okay, so we're going to the farmhouse, yeah?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I might just sit in the door of the farmhouse and have a short rest.
Okay. As you make your way up towards the farmhouse, you notice that the windows are broken. There's broken furniture out front. The door itself is partly ajar. It looks pretty similar to the previous one you encountered at the other farm further down the stream. There's strange crashing noises coming from inside.
Strange what?
Crashing.
Okay.
Kazara, roll initiative.
Right.
No, just Kazara. All right, that'll do.
Sorry, it's been a while.
Oh, it's cool. I need that.
Oh, there it is. I have 18.
Okay, that's fine. Thank you. Okay, so the rest of you are coming up, and you can hear crashing noises coming from inside.
Okay. Do they sound like a bull that's rummaging?
The bull's currently in the field behind you, but it does sound like there's someone inside.
Last time I checked, there's more than one bull in the world.
Is it in the china shop?
Can we peek through the window?
Yeah, you got.
You're on a short rest, so you can't do
No,
it.
well,
She
I'm
still
not
wants to look
sure.
through the window. Okay, you go up there and you look through the window. There's dim light inside. You can just about see a grey, ethereal kind of body fighting off some kind of humanoid shape inside.
An ethereal body. Ooh.
Oh,
Do we need to get in there then?
God.
Yeah, let's go.
There's a ghost in there.
Make a straight up intelligence check.
Oh Lord, that's not great.
All
for
of
me.
us.
No,
All of us?
just Faola.
Just me. Oh,
Yeah.
that is just me, mum. That is not brilliant. That would be a 10.
Much like
about right.
The shape that you see sort of looks like a half orc.
Okay.
Mm.
So you saying that to me means that I would just go in there thinking it's Kazara, whatever.
Okay.
I'd just be like, oh, half orc friend, yay.
You walk through the door.
La la la, I'm gonna die.
Kazara, make a weapon attack.
Okay, so I am going to use my mace.
Okay.
And if it lets me. Oh, I've got 23.
23 hits.
You dead.
Ooh.
With 9 damage.
Okay. Yeah, and as you step inside, Fairly, you notice that Kazara's in her ethereal form, fighting off what looks like a giant lizard,
Giant lizard.
hitting him with her mace.
Zara, do you want me to make friends with the lizard, or should I hit the lizard?
Hit the bloody thing!
Roll for
Okay.
initiative.
Will I have fed Kazara?
Yeah,
Roll for
Zara's
initiative.
in here. It's 13 for me.
Okay, so who got Fayola got 13.
I got 16.
16
I
for
got a
Sigmar,
9.
That's not...
9 for Lorcan. Phelan.
Get in there. Typing in a password to the phone.
Because
Get
it
the number.
decided to die.
Oh no.
Get in there. We're fine. It's good.
I only got a 6.
That's fine. Okay. Right, here we go. And as you all take a step in, the lizard that's in front of you is going to make an attack, Kazara. And that's a 17 to hit.
My armor's 12, so
Oh
hit.
yeah, that hits. Okay.
Definitely hits.
Take 5 points of bludgeoning damage.
Hold on.
For Lauren, you are currently standing outside. This is you right here.
Right. Where's the door?
Just behind Fayola. This door's right here.
Presumably it's open. Can I get a shot through, or would that be a
probably get? You could. Yeah, you can make a shot. But it's with half cover because you're kind of shooting past Fayola.
Okay. I'm gonna try and, because I don't want to shoot Fayola. It would make a very bad day go
Yes,
worse.
I would not.
So I'm gonna try and rush. I'm gonna try and rush past, so then I can just
Okay.
attack.
Make a athletics check.
Right, you are, boss. It's been a while. Athletics. Oh, okay. That's Fayola. That's why that didn't work. I'm like, I can't be -1. Why would I be -1? That's so stupid. Hold on. Where am I?
Who would be that stupid?
You were looking at the wrong sheet again, weren't you?
I may have been working. Athletics. All right. 17.
Okay. Yeah, you just about managed to get in there. You can get your bow and arrow past Fayola.
Cool.
Into the...
Attack.
Okay. Make your attack.
Oh, yes. All right. Hold on. God, it's been so long. 24.
24 hits.
God, I've missed my bow. All right, and 1d8 plus 6, right? Oh, that's not the wrong one. There we go. 4, 10.
Okay. Yep. Okay. You fire your arrow. It flies past Fayola, past Kazara, catches the lizard man in kind of shoulder area, kind of stumbles a bit. Okay. From the window. Comes a javelin
Oh,
out
God.
towards you, Kazara. Out towards you, Lorkran. And it kind of flies out and just flies past, skids along the ground.
Okay.
Now it's round to Fiona. You are in the doorway. Florin's behind you with his bow. The arrow kind of whizzed past your ear. There's a little bit of burning on your ear where the arrow went past.
I'm going to.
Please don't say talk to him. Please don't say talk to him.
Don't. No.
Kiss him. Ask him to dance.
I mean, no, she asked and Kazara said hit it. So she's going to hit it. So I will bonus action Shillelagh,
Okay.
and then I shall hit it with my
Okay.
stuff.
Oh,
Okay.
no.
Make very much.
13 to hit.
13 misses.
Oh, balls.
Knocked everyone over.
I knew I should have talked to it.
Nope. Just nope.
Look at it die.
Takes us round to Lorkran.
That javelin, was that Kazara's javelin by any chance?
It wasn't. No.
No, it was not.
It is a long metal javelin laying on the floor next to you, a little bit further back.
Okay.
It looked like it came
could-
out of one of the windows. Kind of
It came out of the windows.
kind of behind Lauren.
Okay. Could I give that javelin to Fluffy and have him deliver it to Kazara so that she can use it against whatever she's working against?
You can certainly try. Okay, so you give it to Fluffy.
I mean, I've already got a javelin.
You send Fluffy
I
off.
think you could do with two, couldn't you?
With this javelin in his mouth. He gets as far as yeah, he probably gets about as far as probably gets about as far as this D4 right here. Right, just
Okay.
inside the window. He can now see in the window.
Okay.
This giant wolf-sized corgi.
My walkie. Okay. All right then. So he's not going to really be able to do much else, is he? Can I bundle through then and try and help?
Florence currently standing in the doorway. You can there's a window here.
I'm going to jump through the window.
Okay.
Yeah.
Make an athletics check.
That is
Sorry about that.
14.
Sorry.
14. 14.
Yeah, you manage to get your way through the window. You kind of catch your tail on the top of the window and your foot on the bottom as you go through. But you make it to the inside. That's the rest of your movement all used up. You are about 30 feet away from this lizard. You can just about see it past Fiola.
Do I have any other actions I can do?
You can attack it.
Yeah, I'm just how far away is it? Sorry.
About 30 feet.
Yeah, I'm not gonna set fire to you lot again. That doesn't go down very well.
I mean,
Can I
it
do
would.
Hunter's Mark?
You can Hunter's Mark it.
Cast Hunter's Mark on it. Yeah.
Actually, no,
so
you
I'm gonna
can't cast Hunter's Mark because you commanded Fluffy.
Fluffy.
Oh,
That was bonus action.
So the only thing I can do is try with my longbow and hope that I don't hit someone else.
Okay, yeah, make the attack with your longbow.
Okay. That is 18 to hit.
18 misses.
Jesus.
You could just barely see it between your two compatriots.
Mm.
It is got. I'd say it's got at least half cover.
Is it good?
So it just
That's it then.
flies past and hits the wall behind.
Yeah, there's nothing else I can do really.
Okay. Phelan,
Yes, my dear.
it's your turn.
Whereabouts am I?
You are her.
Uh,
The javelin that came through. This is Fluffy. Javelin that came through the window just behind Fluffy.
Okay. I'm not sure what to do. Am I able to do a stealth attack
Just a bit.
or a chill touch? Would that help?
Chill touch is a touch attack, I
I
believe.
You have to, yeah. Can you
A
get up there?
ghostly
have to have
skeletor
physical
up to
contact with that
120 feet.
Oh,
Yeah, ranged spell attack.
yeah, you could probably do it. Make your attack roll.
So roll your d20. No, it was a natural one.
It's a natural one.
Yeah, no, that fails.
No, we're so mean.
Having helped Fayola up towards the farmhouse, your hand's a little bit numb because a piece of her clothing was digging into your palm, so your hand's a little bit numb. So your spell fails. Does that end your turn? You've got
Sorry.
movement and a bonus action.
A bonus action.
I think you're good, Mum.
Yeah, I think there's not much else I can actually do because I'm too far away.
Okay. No, that's fine. Back round to the top. Kazara.
Okay, so I am going to see him as I'm right. Is that me next to him, isn't it? I'll use my mace again. And that hits with a... Doesn't come up for some reason. 24.
24 hits.
And then that is... Why it's not I don't know why it's not coming up, it's telling me what the dice roll is. Let me try to roll it again. I think it was a 9, but I couldn't see it.
I don't have the window open.
I don't know why it's not. Oh, there it is. We'll do, yeah, 5 damage.
Yeah. And with that, you swing your mace, kind of catch him in the middle of the chest. Drops his club, stumbles back, and he's out.
Perfect. It's my cape is just too amazing.
It is an amazing cape. Is that the end
The
of your
cape is back.
The cape is back.
that end your turn? Yes. Kazara, that ends your turn.
Oh yes, yep.
Okay. Florin, you are currently in the doorway.
Yep.
Fluffy's behind you.
Okay.
You heard the window shatter. Bits of glass fly out as a javelin flew through the window. In direction behind you. It's kind of poking you in the back of the leg right now. From Fluffy, who's carrying it in his mouth.
Okay.
Close.
Oh, so I've seen the lizard go down.
You've seen the lizard go down. Yeah. Make a perception check.
didn't bode well. Hold on. Where am I? God, it's been a while. 11.
You saw someone go down inside.
Okay.
You can't really tell exactly where this person went down.
Well, seeing as Fluffy wants to get in, then I'm going to head in.
Make him into the room. There's a door off to your left. You can hear movement coming from inside.
Okay.
Heading that way.
Yes.
Inside the room, you see 2 more lizard people.
Mm-hmm. Looking somewhat annoyed.
Looking rather confused and somewhat annoyed.
Okay. This might be one of the rare times I'm actually willing to talk. So holding my bow, it's like, what are you doing here?
They ignore you. They stare you down.
Okay.
You can always whistle Fluffy if you want.
I'm liking that idea. Oh, Fluffy! I speak Draconic. I don't speak Lizard.
You could try it.
I'll try Draconic. What are you doing here?
The one in the front grins and responds, "We're here for the owners." And responds in Draconic.
Okay. Interesting. So we're here for the owners, so that means that the owners aren't here then. Nice.
Why are you here?
I'm a friend of the owners, and I don't take kindly to strangers being here.
Make a persuasion roll.
Oh, yes. Hold on. 19.
He looks to his friend behind him, and he leans in close, and they begin like hand gesturing to each other. Before he turns around. Well, where are they then?
It's for me to know and you to find out.
Very well. Come at me. You've got another 10 feet of movement.
Okay, then I suggest my scimitars might need a bit of a workout. Actually, if I got... Actually, no, if I got... No, it's still going to be the bow. Then I got a bit of range. Still use the bow.
Okay. Are you going to take a couple of paces back?
Do I need to? 10 feet?
Roll with disadvantage.
Really?
Yeah. There's a minimum range on your bow.
For the love of God. In that case, I'm going to have to go with the scimitars then.
Especially your bow. It's a powerful bow.
All right, scimitars.
Okay, so you draw your scimitars.
Yep.
Step forward.
Oh, yeah. Roll for attack.
Yep.
This one is 23.
23 hits.
And the second attack.
Bonus action.
Bonus action.
Is that your bonus action?
2-weapon fighting.
Two-weapon fight. Yeah, it's your bonus action. Okay,
Yeah.
Yep.
The second one is Dirty 20.
Yeah, both hit.
Oh, thank God for that. All right. First one is for 12. And then the second one. Yeah, get in there. 14.
Yeah, you 2 swipes, 2 swords, and he's down. He kind of falls back and kind of falls on a table behind him.
Okay, look at the other one and say, next.
He kind of quakes a little and tightens his grip on his club.
Want to talk now?
Kind of shakes his head a little. Viola. This lizard folk is deceased in front of you.
Okay.
You can hear Phlorin speaking in the room behind you in a language you don't understand.
Okay. I'm like, hey, Kazara. How's it going?
Hi.
Haven't seen you in a while.
It's been like almost a day since you
Yeah,
last
it's a long time. When Kazara was traveling with us before, and now she's not, and she keeps like woofing around. And then I'll just wild shape into a wolf.
Okay. I don't have a wolf, so this is you as a wolf. Okay, is that your turn?
I've got movement, so I might trottle up as a wolf behind Valoran. And
Okay.
like, you know that dog thing where they nuzzle at you.
Okay, yeah, you kind of come up behind him and nuzzle away at his hip, your head poking through the door. Really should have made sure I had the proper minis for this.
I don't really know what's going on there, to be honest with you.
Just looks wrong on so many levels.
Well, yes. Oh, okay. Is that your turn?
Some would say it looks a bit rough.
Okay, so Lorcan, you are here, just inside the window.
Mm-hmm. My
you
main
watch
target is gone, isn't he?
Yep. You watch as Viola shapes into a wolf and goes up behind Phlorin as you went through the door. Off to the left. You could hear language from inside, and you could hear pretty much word for word what was said.
Yeah. So could I, in my action, move to the door and try and intimidate the remaining lizard folk with my imposing large lizardness, and sort of start crackling my mouth for the breath weapon, but not actually intend on using it.
Nice.
You could hold your breath weapon action. So your movement is 30 feet. That's fine. Make an intimidation roll.
This is gonna do me in, isn't it? Oh!
Do you want to borrow my cape?
Oh! Can I have advantage because I look a bit like him?
No.
Okay.
Am I going to be a Krispy Kreme?
Well, no, I'm not actually doing it. I'm just trying to be intimidating. That's a 4, but it's a nat 1.
Yeah, you as you walk over, you tried to stand there looking all intimidating and stuff, but Fiola's tail is kind of brushing it against the front of your armor, and you're like trying to bat it away, out of the way, and you are about as intimidating as a fly right now.
I love the fact that we've got a Dragonborn in our squad, and she's the least intimidating one of us all.
Yep, she is.
And it's not just once or twice; it's all the time. It's just awesome.
Phelan,
It really is.
is that your turn?
Yeah, it's not much else I can do, really.
Okay.
I love this little lineup we've got at this door at the moment. Like, waiting to go in.
Yeah, everyone's it's like human centipede.
I mean, this poor lizard guy is absolutely bricking himself about now.
It probably is.
He's just seen me slice and dice, and now there's a wolf and a dragonborn stood waiting to take turns.
Phelan, you are still outside, still all the way back here.
Is it
Uh,
possible to use one of,
Come and join the queue.
can I use my bonus action to dash up to the window, and then as my action to use my short bow, which is 80 yards,
Feet.
80 feet, sorry.
Yeah.
to shoot-
This window here.
Yeah.
Yeah. You can make it up to behind Fluffy without using your dash.
Just use your movement.
You can just
Yeah,
move
yeah,
it.
movement. Yeah, that'll be fine. And then I will use my short bow to shoot one of the baddies.
Okay. You pull out your short bow, make an attack roll.
So 4. So it's
So
21.
11. No, it's
Oh,
on a 7, Mum.
was it?
It was on a 7.
Oh,
Okay.
Sorry.
Yeah, you fire your arrow through. Just as you pull the bow back to fire it, the lizard kind of takes a step back and it flies past and sticks into the wall on the opposite side. Make an intimidation roll.
17.
Plus your
Intimidation.
dirty 20.
Dirty 20.
Yeah, so this lizard sees everyone and standing in front of him, and this arrow kind of fly right in front of his face into the wall, and he kind of drops his club and takes another step and steps back again.
I think that's all I can do at the moment.
If he's dropped his club, then I'd say it's a fairly safe bet. We can maybe get some information out of him now.
Yeah.
Okay, drop out of initiative.
Oh, cool. No more initiative.
Initiative, yeah.
No.
Okay, so yeah, you are now currently in the room. For Lauren, you're in the room with the dragon, with the lizard, with his dead compatriot just in front of you, kind of slumped over the table. There's ruined chairs around. The table's got a couple of papers that are scattered around. But other than that, there's nothing in the room apart from this lizard who's on the opposite side.
Okay.
Can I?
Okay. Which of us has
the
the
thing?
most intimidation?
I
Plus 3, but well.
Possibly Lorcan, but
Yeah.
I
okay,
can give
so
it a go again if you like. I can rattle my spines.
Well, I mean, he's fairly intimidated already, so then maybe we need to get persuasion.
yeah, so you all crowd into this room. So there's now
So plus
5
3.
of you in this room. Fluffy's somehow make a intelligence roll on Fluffy.
That is 16. Just find his information. Where's my beast, Fluffy? It doesn't say. But it came out of 16. Oh, here we go. Intelligence.
Yep.
Plus 3, I think. So that must be 19.
Okay, so yeah, he figures out a way that he can get the javelin into the window and drop it just inside, and then come round. He comes all the way round through the doors, comes around, picks it up again, and then brings it over to Kazara.
Cool.
Kazara, make a wisdom saving throw.
Wisdom saving throw. Okay. Come on, Cape. 17.
Okay. Yeah, you the wolf. Oh, the wargie brings over the javelin. You reach out and you take it, and you now have another javelin.
Thank you very much.
This javelin, however, is solid. It's very real, and you are still a ghostly apparition. You could store it in your equipment, but if you were to vanish, it would likely stay behind.
Okay.
So would you like Fluffy to hold it for you?
While this is all going on, Florin, Faola,
Yep.
are you trying to interrogate this lizard?
Well,
Yes.
I'm still a wolf, so I will.
Are you going up and growling?
No.
Wait, so are you a wolf?
I'm a wolf.
Yes.
Okay.
she's all-
Hi. When did you turn into? Are you always a wolf?
Wolf.
I'm really confused that you're a wolf right now.
Wolf.
Kazara, do you have
But
any spells?
my plan was I was going to go up to him and I was going to do the nozzle thing to him and be like, hello. And then, you know, when dogs will sit there and they sit good and they look at you like, I'm a good boy.
Yeah, you go up to this. You go up to this
Okay.
lizard and you sit in front of him,
Wagging my tail.
wagging your tail. You kind of look over as Kazara is asking you these questions, and just barking in response. Kazara, you have no idea what's going on.
That's right. Nor do we. Oh,
Okay,
sorry.
I'm gonna pat you on the head. Give you a little stroke, but
Kazara, make a history check.
okay. I got a 9.
You have vague memories of the previous encounter in the tavern, of watching Faola turn into a wolf, but you were engrossed in battle against a couple of goblins to actually pay much mind. By the time that it was over, she transformed back.
Okay. Well, I'm gonna stroke you. I'll just give you a stroke on the head.
You walk over. you kind of pet Faola. This lizard is looking really confused.
It's not the only one.
Oh dear.
Is there anything you wanted to do?
Okay, so we need to talk to this guy, don't we?
Yep.
Can I just march up to him and just grab him and say, "What are you doing here?"
You walk up to him. You grab him. You kind of grab the front of his shirt, kind of lift him up a bit.
Yeah.
What languages do you speak?
God. Traits, languages. Where do I find languages in here? Oh yeah, common and orc.
Yeah. So you're yelling at him in both common and orc, and he's looking very confused. Make an intimidation. Make an intimidation roll with disadvantage.
Hold on a second. A half orc has disadvantage on a lizard guy. You've got to be kidding me. That's
She's
awesome.
trying to intimidate this lizard guy in a language that he doesn't understand.
It's a half orc. He could be saying he loved her.
With disadvantage.
Just basically.
Intimidation with disadvantage.
Okay.
Okay, so disadvantage means I'll give you the lowest roll, yes? Out of
Yeah,
2.
roll twice and give me the lowest one.
Oh, the lowest is 17.
Lowest is 17. Yeah, the fact that you are a little bit see-through.
Oh yeah, I keep forgetting that.
The fact that you are a little bit see-through, kind of yelling in a semi-angry fashion, even though this lizard does not understand you, he is still kind of cowering and trying to pull out of your grasp as you're tightening your grip on him.
What?
Faola, you're kind of nuzzling his hand
So
as he's trying to get away.
seeing as Kizara's playing bad cop,
Yes.
I'm wondering if it's worth now to try and talk to him in Draconic.
Yeah, so I can hold him up while you're trying to get stuff out of him.
Lorcan, make a perception check.
Okay. Ooh, it's an 8 plus 4, 12.
You hear something come from the far corner of the room. There appears to be a broken set of stairs. That lead to the top floor, but the stairs look like they've been broken recently.
How badly broken are they? Could I jump them? Because 7 foot tall.
You go over there. Make an athletics check.
I'm gonna fall on my face. Ooh. Athletics. 21.
Yes.
Yeah. It takes you a bit of work. You use the walls to push
Stick
off,
the landing.
but you manage to grab a hold of the floor above and you pull yourself up. What's remaining? The stairs don't fall. You pull yourself up, and you notice that there appears to be a humanoid shape in the corner of the room. Not really, kind of struggling to move.
It's just this one shape.
Yeah, it doesn't appear to be dangerous. There doesn't appear to be any weapons around. It just appears to be struggling to move in the corner of the room.
Okay. I'm going up to it.
Okay. As you walk up, it kind of unfurls itself. You notice that it is a fairly pale-looking, humanish, half-elfish, but more human than half-elf woman who, even though she's pale, it looks like there is something wrong with her.
Oh. Could I do like an Arcana check or something to see or a medicine check to see what it is that's wrong with her?
You make a medicine check.
5.
Something tells you you've seen something similar to this before. There's something nagging in the back of your mind that in the last few months you've encountered not necessarily the same creature, but a similar creature. Or a similar end product of a creature.
Oh, are there any of those flowers around from the market?
Make an investigation check.
Good idea.
That is 20.
Yeah, there's no flowers around. You do notice that there is signs of a struggle up here. There are some blood stains on the floor and on the walls, and what appears to be a rather large puddle of blood on one side of the bed, on the floor.
And she's the only thing here. There's nothing else in the room.
No, there doesn't appear to be anything else in the room. Nothing. There is a couple of chests of drawers, but they've all been rifled through. There doesn't appear to be anything else.
Could I use Cure Wounds on her? Would that help her?
You go over there, cast your spell.
9.
Yeah. She kind of unfurls herself. She still looks really not quite well.
Is she able to talk now that she's a bit better?
She looks like she's struggling to speak.
Okay.
You've healed her, but she's still
not great.
No.
Okay. I'm gonna ask her. I want to ask her if I can take her to safety.
Okay. She nods and allows you to help her up.
I'll
to lead her to the stairs. Phlan, yeah, you are trying to talk to this lizard.
Yes. So, I'm going to say, who'd you work for?
He laughs and responds, the Lizard King.
I am the Lizard King.
He will find me. He will come rescue me. He will kill you.
He might rescue parts of you by the time we're finished with you. I'm just trying to keep you alive a bit longer, mate. Why have you attacked these poor people?
It's our job.
Explain.
We need sacrifices.
Why, if you've got a lizard king?
We were just told to collect sacrifices.
Then that means your king has got somebody that he reports into.
Maybe. We don't get told.
How often have you been getting sacrifices, and how many do you need?
And with that, he goes silent.
Ooh. Hit a nerve.
I'm gonna wild shape back. Whoop. And then just be like, why don't you sacrifice a chicken?
And as you do, as you wild shape back, he's taken by so much surprise, he swings his hand out and kind of hits you on the side of the head.
Am I still holding him?
Yeah,
Yeah, okay. I thought so.
but it's sort of like a reflex reaction to the sudden transformation, because he didn't see you transform into a wolf, so he's really taken by surprise. And I need you to take 2 points of bludgeoning damage, as he's kind of taken aback and gone and kind of batted you away.
Laugh? 2 points of bloody.
What did he say, Falorin? Or should I just kill him now?
I will relay the information to Kazara. I don't think we kill him now. At the moment, I'm intrigued by the Lizard King and the fact that they're gathering sacrifices.
Okay, because I'm assuming that you guys spoke in a language I didn't understand. So
Yeah.
Yeah.
So I'm gonna relay what he just said.
You,
In
Kazara,
common.
you hear it as a kind of hissing, rasping, deep, kind of guttural, roaring kind of language.
Yeah.
You've heard Lorcrin curse beneath her breath before, so you know that it's draconic as the language.
So I'm going to talk to Kazara in common.
Yep.
And basically relay the information.
Okay.
Even though I'm pretty sure he probably understands some common anyway. So I'm going to make sure that he use it. I use words like, torture, death, as I'm relaying the message to her. So he picks up on that, hopefully.
He looks like he might understand some of it, but it's a real basic understanding, like 1 or 2 words.
Actually, the best way of testing it is to just call the Lizard King an absolute wimp, and then see how he reacts to that.
He reacts to when you say Lizard King, but other than that.
Okay, so maybe he can lead us to this Lizard King.
Well, what's our plan? Are we going to take down the Lizard King? Because
I think we need to. I don't think we can stand by while they're taking sacrifices. I think we should do something about it.
Phelan, make a perception check.
We also need to help Kazara.
Don't worry about me.
Help Kazara with what?
be less translucent.
Don't worry.
I've got 17.
Translucent is so last season.
You're looking around the room. You glance out the window and you notice that the sun is beginning to set. And you can hear a very faint drumming noise begin to kick in
Guys,
as the sun begins to
move.
It doesn't appear to be getting any closer, but it is a constant boom, 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 boom.
Okay, so there's a drumming noise.
What is that mysterious drumming noise?
Yes, I wonder where that drumming noise is coming from.
So is it only Phaolin that can
Can
hear
you
it?
hear it?
Can I hear it? Can any of us? No, it's mentioned
When
it.
she passes the news that she can hear it, you all pick up on this faint noise.
Can you all hear it now?
Yar.
Yeah.
Um,
Can I I'm gonna
Fluffy,
turn-
Fluffy and Nippy, they are kind of their shackles are up on the back of their necks, and they're kind of staring out the windows in that kind of direction.
I think we need to decide
yeah,
whether we're going to hole up here, and that means sort of securing the place,
Yeah, so I'll
or move on very quickly.
Well, but where are we going to go if we move on? That's the thing. This, at least, we may have a chance of actually barricading it.
can we ask the lizard guy, can you ask him if this is his people that we can hear?
Yeah.
Okay.
Okay, Mr.
I'm
Lizard.
gonna shake him as well a bit just to ruffle him up.
Okay, so I've
Make a
got my
strength check.
dagger out and I'm holding up
actually-
against his throat.
How has he reacted to the drum?
He's looking at you all as you're looking around and gesturing, and he's watching the wolves, but he's almost like he can't hear anything. Lorcan, make a perception check.
15 plus 4. Ooh, 19.
Yeah, you can also hear them. This woman on your arm, she kind of stiffens as she whispers, "This is how it starts."
So I'm noticing this woman for the first time. I look at Laura.
You are downstairs.
Oh right,
in the-
she's not in the room. Okay, sorry.
You are in the downstairs in the room with the little side room. Lorcan went off and went
Oh,
upstairs.
okay.
You can hear movement coming from upstairs, but it's at the very other end of the house, the farmhouse.
So we know that Lorcan's gone up there on her own,
Okay.
though, right?
Make a perception check.
I was going to say, and how long has she been gone for? Oh, yes. Perception. Yeah, 22.
Yeah, you kind of heard her walk with it, her footsteps, which are quite loud considering her size, faded off into the distance, and then you could hear them upstairs, and then sort of fade back into the corner again. And she's been gone maybe 5-ish minutes.
Okay, but I'm not hearing any sounds of scuffles. I'm not hearing any.
No,
Yeah.
you can't hear any signs of fighting or anything up there.
All right.
Okay.
But
Right,
actually, she's upstairs, isn't she?
Mm-hmm.
Lorcan, can you see anything from any windows up there?
Good question. Can I, DM?
There is a window off to your right. You look out. It shows you the field with the bull in it, the field with the cows in it, the fields and the stream. You can't see anything in. You see a couple of lights in the distance, but they're in the far off distance. It's probably at least another day, maybe 2's travel to get there.
Okay. So I'll relay that to the guys, but I also want you to know that there is an injured person up here that I need help with.
Okay.
Okay, so I'm gonna get my rope I've got in my inventory and just gonna tie this guy. Just to put his hands, put his hands by his arms behind his back and tie him up. What check?
Survival.
Come on, Cape. 19.
Yep. Yeah, one of the most fantastic knots you've ever tied in your life, almost as fantastic as the one holding your cape around your neck. As you tie him up.
I'm gonna throw him I'm gonna throw him on the floor as well. Tie him up, throw him on the floor.
Throw him on the floor.
Yeah.
Make a strength check.
Don't want to hold him anymore. Right, where's my strength? 7.
Your attempt to climb at the floor, he kind of hits the wall and slides down. Very anticlimactic. You're so proud of the fact that you've managed to do these knots and this tying up, and you kind of go, yay! And he ends up on the floor, but it is a very muted kind of slow slides down the wall.
Is there anyone here that's like good of healing?
I got a bit of healing.
Nom Nom is not present.
Oh, is he the healer?
Yeah.
Where's Nom Nom when you need him?
Nom Nom was left helping the owner of the tavern pick turnips, which is probably not the best idea in the world, considering Nom Nom loves turnips. But he seemed really excited at the prospect of helping pick turnips, so he was left behind.
Good for him.
I've got cure wounds, but I have to actually be touching whoever it is.
I can do healing words, so I don't have to be touching, but it's not very strong.
So Lorcarin's upstairs, kind of near the broken stairs. Is there anyone going over to help her?
Yeah. All right. So the lizard guy is.
He's restrained.
Cool.
He's restrained.
I'm gonna stand by him though and watch him.
Cool. Okay. All right. Then I'll go check out Lorcarin.
Okay. So for Lauren, you go to the bottom of the stairs. You kind of climb your way haphazardly over the stairs, and you can see Lorcarin upstairs, kind of behind you a little bit, supporting this woman who is looking rather worse for wear. She looks sort of familiar, like something you've encountered before in the past, but you can't quite put your finger on it.
She looks human or elf?
More human than elf.
More human than elf. Okay.
So she looks like she's probably the descendant of a human and a half elf, maybe not
right
immediate family, but several generations past.
I presume she looks kind of worried.
She looks kind of sickly and pale.
Oh, okay. Let's have a look. I can offer her some food.
She's currently 10 feet above you on the story above.
Oh. Then we need to get up there then.
Lorcarin's already
got
up
a rope?
there. You have a rope.
I have rope.
I have a rope.
Yes, you do. You have rope.
I got heaps
So
of rope.
shall I chuck some rope down and then drag you up?
Sounds like a plan.
Okay, so you lower your rope down.
Yep.
Florin, you climb up the rope, make it all the way up to the top. You are now there. You offer a bit of your rations. She doesn't take any. She kind of refuses to take any.
Okay. Then I try and talk to her in common and say, look, can you tell us what's happened here?
The lizards, they came. They took my husband.
Right.
They left me.
Then why did they come back? Because they were going to get you, or?
They're looking for my brother.
So.
Right. Where does your brother live?
Down the road. One farm further down.
That was the one we went to before, and it was empty, wasn't it?
Yeah.
Was that the one which had the elf ward on it?
The elf ward was make a. I want to say knowledge, but it's not one of your options. Make an investigation straight up.
Cool.
Investigation check.
21.
you trying to place where that farmhouse was that did damage to Fayola, and you know it's in the vicinity, but you can't be 100% certain how close it is because you haven't been traveling down the road. You don't know exactly how far away it is.
Okay. All right. So do you know what the drums mean?
The drums?
Yes.
Oh, the drums are bad. It means they're coming.
Who, the lizards?
Yes. It's like a calling. They come. They take us when the drums.
So some more lizards are coming. Yay.
I think the lizards who were here were the only ones. I don't think there's more tonight. I think they go farm to farm and then move on.
So
I think tonight was the first farm.
Okay. Well, the problem we've got is, sorry, you said they move on. They go farm to farm.
This is the rumor that we've heard. They go farm to farm. They take people. They take them away.
When did they take your husband?
She kind of looks down at herself, looks up at you, looks out the window. I don't know. I don't remember.
Do you know how many days you've been here?
She shakes her head.
Okay.
She has no memory.
Okay. Locrin, what do you think?
Well, if it's true that they're only going to each one, then if they did the first farm tonight, if we move her to the first farm, even if they come tomorrow, they won't hit that farm, will they?
The concern I've got is the fact that what we've done is we've effectively now stopped lizard men going back. So that could be like a big red flag to them saying, all right, okay. So if they move on, progressing on to each farm, then maybe we've bought ourselves some time and we're okay. But if they're expected to report back, then we may have trouble coming. May not be tonight, but we better get out of here in the morning. That's the only thing I'm worried about.
Yeah. So if do a long rest and heal up overnight.
We're going to need to because we've got injuries, all related injuries.
Shall I tell you what? Should we all camp in the upper story? Because at least then it's harder for anyone who comes in to cause us problems. We've got the upper hand.
Yeah.
Yes.
Maybe set a few traps below.
But the other thing I want to make sure is
Phelan, are you at the Are you standing at the kind of the bottom of the stairs, listening to this conversation going on upstairs?
Yes, we are.
Okay, so you've all come over now to, apart from Kazara, who's currently watching over this lizard, who's staring up at you rather confused.
But the thing we've got to do is make sure that we've got a way of getting out of the window, because if they decide to set light to the house, we'll be trapped on an upper story with fire below.
True, we've all got our ropes though, haven't we?
Yeah.
If you, Florin, make a perception check.
Buildings to this place.
22.
You take a quick walk around while you're planning this out in your head.
Yeah.
You look out through all the windows. Out of one of the windows, you can see that immediately outside the window is a roof. It kind of slopes down to the ground.
Awesome.
And the drop is maybe 6 feet from the roof to the ground on the furthest most point.
Then
it stretches quite far. It stretches a good 10-15 feet from the window.
So we'll make sure that we post a sentry on that. do watch duty, and then at least then we've got a way out if it all gets a bit pear-shaped. The nice thing is what we've got as well is the higher ground, so that means if they do start attacking, we can actually start hopefully picking some of them off. I think we make this as secure as we can, and then, like you said, long rest.
Mm-hmm.
At this moment, you hear the soft voice come from just outside the door. Hello. It's Taru, the guide that was kind of guiding you up and down the river.
Oh yeah.
He'd found somewhere to hide. When he witnessed you getting into the field with this ball, he knew exactly what was going to happen before it happened, and he ran off. He's finally made his way back up to the house. He sees the lizard on dead on the floor, and he can see the conversation going on between the lower story and the upper story, but not the people upstairs. He can just hear it.
I've never met him before, have I? Because I wasn't at the river.
No.
And I can see him.
Yeah, you can see him.
I look at him. Who are you?
He goes, I'm Taru. I'm the farmhand at the farm, and he points in the general direction of the first farm that you visited today, since lunchtime. So it's you've been the four of you have been traveling for 4 or 5 hours now. So it's getting and the sun's beginning to set. Kazara, you left shortly after they did, but you went via the road as opposed to the river. You couldn't see where they were going. You just had intuition about where they would probably end up.
Yeah.
As you were walking along. But you left Nom Nom behind, and Starfire's. You haven't seen Starfire in weeks. You haven't seen Starfire since you went to bed last night.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
Taru is the hand at one of the farms visited. The owner of the tavern, he told you who was guiding them, so you have some.
Okay.
You have some memory, but the description it's just a farmhand. It's not memorable. Tatty clothes.
Yes.
Human. Kind of dirty.
Yeah. So when I hear his name, I know it. I know the name already.
Yeah.
Okay, fine. Come in.
He comes in. He glances past you and sees the lizard tied up on the floor. He sees the other one dead, and he kind of walks over towards the corner where the stairs are gone. Hello? And he looks up, and he doesn't see this woman straight away. Because of how you've been positioning yourselves close to the edge, you kind of laid her down a bit so that she was out of the way of the line of sight, so you can't see her at the moment. Are we staying here? I hear the drums. The drums mean they're coming.
They're coming closer, are they?
The drums are not coming any closer, but they're constant. Boom, boom.
I think we need to stay here because it's obviously it's getting late. I think we should take turns being on watch.
Yep.
Yeah.
I'll take the first watch.
We've got the animals as well to act as guardians.
Are you all going up to the first floor?
What should I do with this guy? I'm gonna give him a little kick, a little nudge my foot.
I think if we tie him up, we need.
He's already tied. He's already tied up.
Yeah.
Could we, when we've all gone up, like if we tie him on the end of the rope and just hoik him up so he's dangling off of the first story?
Yes, let's do that.
Okay.
What would we be attracting attention to ourselves? So if they were, they see that, they know straight away. They know someone's in there, and it's going to be trouble.
I think they're going to have a fair assumption because there's like, the two dead lizards.
Yeah, but they won't see them until they go inside.
Yeah.
But if we start dangling one outside.
Oh no! I just I mean like where I'm pulling people up the stairs.
I'll bring him out the window.
Yeah, so he'll be.
It'll be like a lizard pinata.
Yes. Let's do that. Right,
Okay.
I'll
sweeties will fall out of him if we hit him.
No.
I don't want to eat anything that falls out of him.
You tie a piece of rope around the rope that's attached to him, and you all climb up. You climb up.
Can I suggest we gag him?
Yes.
What are you going to gag him with? Have you got anything?
Got anything gross in our equipment that we can use? Oh, I haven't got my head anymore.
Equipment. Let's have a look.
Is there anything in the bag of holdings we could use?
Oh, I'd forgotten about the bag.
Yeah.
You put your what exactly are you looking for?
Gross.
You put your hand in the bag of holding. Something slimy goes into the palm of your hand, and you pull it out. And as you pull your hand out, it just oozes out of your hand and just drips all over your hand, and then leaving nothing but this weird stuff.
Right. Has anyone got any cloth? Let's wipe up this with a cloth.
Is it like
put that in his mouth?
Is there any cloth in the actual house? Like
you have a fist cloak. You have a look around, and you do find items of clothing. Some with a little bit of blood on them, but there is stuff that you could probably gag him with.
Okay, so I'm going to rip some up and give it to Viola to wipe up the gunk.
I'll wipe best I can off.
You wipe it up and you put it in his mouth. He kind of turns his nose up at it.
Rank.
I'm going to sniff it. What does it smell like?
Viola, don't put it in your mouth.
Make a Constitution saving throw.
I'm just sniffing it. I didn't lick it. I didn't lick it. I was sniffing it.
Just wow. This is what
can I have
guys, with Max would be like.
Guys, question. I have a really important question. Why does Viola have the bag of holding?
That's a very good point.
That worries me a little bit.
I put my hand in it.
Viola doesn't. She just put her hand in it.
Okay.
I believe that Phelan's carrying the bag of holding.
Yeah, Phelan's
okay.
Yeah. We're crazy, not stupid.
That's a bit more sensible.
I got a 12.
Constitution. It doesn't smell pleasant. Your stomach kind of tightens, and you manage to prevent yourself from throwing up, but you can feel it gurgling inside.
Don't smell it. Don't smell it.
You might need some air. But as you put it inside the lizard's mouth, you go, and it kind of goes, bleh, and some of the gunk comes out of its mouth.
Oh.
Nice. Okay.
All right.
So are you all going upstairs?
Yeah.
Well, I'm volunteer to take first watch. So
yeah, but you can just as easily watch them upstairs. I think that what Lorcan and Florin were saying is you can just as easily watch them upstairs as down. There are windows that do look out over the different areas. One out towards the main road that you would have come up.
Okay.
One out towards a field. And then there's one to either side, and there's just a line of trees going up either side, sort of separating this farm from the next one down.
Okay.
I'll also help with the watch as well, because I only need 4 hours of meditating a day.
Okay, so you both you climb up there. You take your rest.
Does that mean I can sleep through?
Yeah.
Oh, good. I don't feel well.
It's a quiet night.
Yes.
You can still hear the drums. They're not getting any closer. You don't hear anything else. Kazara, you take 2 hours. Total of 10 hours sleep between all of you. So everyone has enough to have 8 hours plus a little bit of a watch. Yeah, it comes through. The sun begins to rise the next morning. The drums fade. Taru is nervously watching this woman.
Do I take a short rest then on here? Or
no, long rest.
Long rest. It is long rest.
Yeah. So that will restore hit points. It will restore spell slots. And any hit dice you might have used at any point.
Nice.
It will restore half of them.
Result.
So you are now. It's now early morning. It's coming up. The Taru is nervously watching this woman. He kind of crawls over to you, Florin, and goes, "What's with the woman? Why is she like that?
Like what?
Dead."
She died in the night. What?
You look over there, and her eyes are moving. She's glancing around the room. And you...
Oh, God, what I wouldn't do for a bloody cleric about now.
Make a history check.
History, how many is that? Oh, result. 18?
The process or how this woman looks kind of looks like those zombies you faced.
Oh, for the love of God.
Underneath the farm. Underneath the cemetery. And yet she looks like that, and yet she looks more humanoid. She doesn't look evil. Her eyes are clear. She seems to have some vague memories from the experience that you had with the zombies last time. They were animalistic. They just attacked you. They didn't respond to your questions. They weren't responding at all.
I suppose the one question we didn't ask her is why did they take the husband and not her? Well, we're rested now, right?
Yeah, everyone's back to full.
Cool. So time to have a bit of a conversation with her. She hasn't eaten, so that's a bad sign. May I ask why they didn't take you? I know you said they took your husband.
She kind of scratches at her chest. Make a perception check.
Dirty 20.
You notice that there's a hole in the front of her, what appears to be nightgown. There's a dark stain on it, and she goes, I can't quite remember. I remember them coming, and then there was a pain in my chest, and then that's it. I don't remember anything else. And when I woke, my husband was gone.
Just out of interest, guys, has any of us actually touched her?
Yeah, I touched her.
Lorca was touching her. She felt a little pale, but she felt a little cold. But she was very pale when Lorca found her.
She's corporal.
She was,
but she's crap. So she's not a ghost.
You reach out and touch her. She is cold. She's not ice cold, but she's cold.
Can I go and check, see if she's got a pulse?
Well,
make a medicine check.
Uh, 13.
I've got proficiency in medicine, so I could give her a check over.
Yeah. You look her over. You don't know quite what to look for to tell us.
I can't tell. Can anyone else have a look? See if she's got a pulse.
I'll have a look.
Make a medicine check.
Ooh, that is a 23.
Yeah, you go over there. It does take you a little bit. But you've seen enough death in animals and all the rest of it to know the blatant signs of it. So you're looking her over. You see her skin is very grey and gaunt. There are places where there is less muscle than there should be. There is places where it just looks like her body is dying, but the rest of her doesn't realize that that's what's happened. She is
kind of undead.
To all intents and purposes, and she's very confused why you're staring at her like this as you're looking her over. To all intents and purposes, she should be dead, but she's talking. She's not breathing, but she's talking. Her eyes are following you around the room.
Have we tried a healing spell on her? I can't remember.
Yeah, Lorcan.
Yeah.
Yeah. She does look rested to a point. She kind of looks about as rested as how Phlan meditates for 4 hours. She looks well rested like that, but she still looks very gaunt, very grey, very much not alive. All the signs point to her being dead.
So she hasn't got like a pulse or anything?
No pulse. There's no outward signs of her being alive, except she can talk and her eyes move. And it is just very, very, very odd.
Does she know she's dead?
I mean, I'm going to tell her because I am so tactful.
Oh, God.
I'm just going to be like, you don't have a pulse. I think you're dead.
Oh, just...
That can't be right. Make a persuasion roll.
A persuasion? I'm not trying to persuade. I'm just telling her.
Statement of fact.
That would be an 18.
Oh, Jesus. This is the time that we didn't need you to actually roll a decent roll.
She looks around at you all who are now currently staring at her, looks at you, Kazara, kind of tips her head to the side and points out at you. But she's a ghost. And and she looks down at her hands. I'm just not.
No, yeah, that's what's confusing. So, like, her being dead obviously makes sense because she's a ghost. You being dead doesn't make sense because, like, you're talking, but, like, you're dead.
Can we have a look at her chest? I know that sounds like a really weird thing to say, but you said there was a dark stain on her nightgown. Has she, like, had something removed? Like, has she lost her heart or something?
Stabbed.
As Freya was looking her over, there is a gaping wound, but it's not bleeding, as if she's been stabbed with something large and heavy. It doesn't look like anything's been removed from her body. It looks like she was stabbed and then left.
She could have been.
Kazara, do you feel dead? Fayola asks. The woman's accused you of being dead, and Fayola's confirmed that you are dead. But do you feel dead?
Kazara, we can't hear you.
Okay, there you go.
Dead?
No, I am alive, and I will find my body. I am definitely alive. I can feel it.
Fair,
I'm not dead.
Make a medicine check on Kazara.
That's a 19.
You go over. You look at it. She looks more. I mean, it's something that you've read about a little bit. Have heard about in passing. But it's more like an astral projection kind of thing. So everything points to the fact that she is here in spirit, but not in body. But she is not dead.
Mm-hmm.
Lorcan, you being the learned of us, have you heard anything? Have you read about anything like this of a an undead person not realizing they're undead? And does she present a danger to us? Because at the moment, she's not like the zombie that we experienced, but
No.
for all intents and purposes, she's the Z word.
Whilst they're talking, I'm going to do detect magic as a ritual cast. So it'll take like 11 minutes.
Mm.
Yeah. You sit down. You sit down. You stare at her as you prepare your ritual, and you start casting it in front of her. Lorcan?
Would it be a history check to go back through my mind, see if I recall?
Yeah, make a history check.
Ooh, that is a 16 plus 3, 19.
While you were researching in the library and a little bit in that book that you've got, that you found
Cults
in
to the Moon
so-called
Sea.
The cults. There was mention of certain cults who had found ways to keep people alive after they're dead.
Was there note of being lizards at this point? Is it the lizard people that are practicing this?
You don't know. There was no mention of it in there, but you have read about it in the past. You have read about people saying that they've had entire conversations with people who they know to be dead, and they haven't been attacked. They've just had entire conversations with dead people, and not ghosts or spirits, actual people with their bodies.
That's terrifying. Yeah, so that's it.
Lovely.
I can check in the book some more, but that's all I found. So
okay,
it's something.
If you wanted to find out more, you'd probably have to go to the Phlan library to research it some more. But as you're traveling away from Phlan, there was mention of a small library within the main village at the Twilight Marsh, but there's nothing that you've actually come across.
Yeah,
before.
I've not found any other books either en route, so that's it at the moment.
Okay, Fiola, your ritual is complete. You detect the magic of all of your magical items. Florin's bow, the bag of holding, any other magical things you might be carrying. There is a strange magical presence around this woman.
What's the school of magic?
It's very, very faint necromancy.
Okay.
Like it's borderline almost not there. You get the impression that it's probably something that happened to her, not was done to her. So it happened to her when she died, rather than someone performed a resurrection spell on her.
Okay. So there's necromantic magic, but like I don't think someone did it to her. It's like she's stopping herself from dying.
No, she died.
Well,
but what I'm trying to work out is what's the purpose. So,
could it be her husband though? Could it be that as she died, the husband did something?
Maybe.
Is it worth asking her if her husband?
But the magic very clearly feels like there wasn't anything that was done to her. It just happened.
So it could be the way it could be the way she died, and basically because of the way she died, it means that she doesn't truly die. She just, her body continues in undeath. Therefore, that would explain why she doesn't know.
Could it have something to do with the elvish part of her? And something to do with the elvish part, her elvish past?
I just
make an intelligence check.
The front page. Intelligence. 18.
It could be. You have heard of this sort of occurrence happening within members of the court, but it's all conjecture and rumor. There's no one's ever said that this definitively has happened.
Hmm. Interesting.
Okay, well, the good news is at the moment she's not presenting a danger to us.
Not yet.
So I reckon we get the information we need and then head where we're going.
While they're doing that, can I go and check if this other guy, this lizard guy, is still alive?
Yeah, as you get back to the stairway, the hole, you look down. He's still hanging there, but his angle of hanging has sort of shifted slightly, where his hands have kind of cut their way through the rope at the very bottom, so it's kind of slid up over his shoulders, and he's kind of just hanging there by his neck.
Oh,
yeah.
Oops.
Oh man. Whoops.
I mean, technically, did that to himself.
Oh yeah.
God, we're crap.
Yeah, we are.
Whose idea is this?
Sorry. It sounded like a good idea at the beginning.
All right. Bugger.
Oh,
All right. I'm going to try and talk to the woman and ask if does she feel a compelling need for something, or is there something she's yearning or waiting for?
I just want to be reunited with my husband.
Okay.
I want my husband back.
All right.
but she doesn't remember anything.
No.
She has no memory of. She remembers people coming into it. She remembers lizard folk coming into her house, them taking her husband, sharp pain in her chest, and then she remembers waking up. She doesn't know how much time has passed, and then Lorkrin found her.
Can we still hear the noise, the drumming?
No, the drumming stopped.
Oh, okay.
Drumming
Guys,
stopped around sunset.
I suggest the noise that the drumming was originally coming from. We should. So it sounds like it could have been going away from us. So maybe we should follow it and try and see if we can find her husband.
That sounds good.
Yeah, I think we need to find this lizard king.
I personally
Really,
feel that we should just be trying to carry on with our own investigations. If we find him in that investigation that we're on, well and good. But I don't think we should go out of our way.
I don't know. I cannot stand back whilst knowing that people are getting killed for some sort of bad purpose.
Yeah, but at the end, when we find the thing, is what should be, because it's all part and parcel of why we're here anyway. To find where the lizard people are and where the diplomat is, and I reckon it's all part and parcel of what's going on now.
So if we find them, maybe they can lead us to the diplomat.
Sure.
I'm just a bit worried about how many more people are undead and being left.
Yeah.
That's the concern I've got at the moment.
It needs to be stopped.
But I mean, hopefully it's going to be, because I mean the thing we were trying to do was find out about the bag of holding, right?
That is still on the top of your list of tasks.
Right.
You're trying to identify the bag of holding to find out information on the diplomat.
I'm just
to be able to find Kazara. But also, while you're there, there's also other things that are coming along as well, and you found that they kind of meet together.
Yeah.
I think if we sort out this lizard king thing, or at least get a bit more background on it and find out how big this problem is, because you know, if it's a lizard king and the army, then we've got a problem.
Yeah.
But if we find out that, you know, it's What I'm worried about is who they're working for, and I got a sneaky feeling it might be the Diplomat anyway.
Yeah.
Yeah.
For sure.
So I think we're heading towards the Diplomat, whether we like it or not.
Yeah.
Agreed.
Sounds like the Lizard King is a puppet, doesn't it?
It definitely does. Sacrifices normally points towards, and I'm not particularly happy with that, because sacrifices and undead, that means we're going into a gnarly place.
Oh, yeah.
In which case we're gonna have to get Nom Nom or someone to come along, because we're gonna need some serious religious help.
Yeah, but looks like they're only taking men as well, and even we just taking men and leaving the women. So,
Taru pipes his head up. That's not true. The previous farms, they took everyone. Everyone is gone.
Okay.
Oh, so there's something very specific about this woman.
Maybe they take. They kill people who put up a fight. And he kind of mumbles and glances back over his shoulder at this woman and goes kind of quiet.
Okay. What shall we do then?
Oh, there's another, and Taru kind of points out, there's another farm down the way. We could make our way towards this, towards the next farm, and see if the same is done there.
I think so. I think that's a good idea.
Yeah, it won't hurt, will it?
I mean, I vote we go to that farm.
What about your friend Nom Nom? Is there maybe someone who could go back and get Nom Nom?
Could the dog go back?
You could send a dog, I suppose.
I could send a message and get him to join us.
You have message?
I have a way of being able to send messages to people.
I mean, how far away is Nom Nom?
She's got her secret contacts thing, hasn't she?
Oh, what? Yeah. Nom Nom is half a day's travel by boat and by foot.
I mean, if someone else wants to, I've just come that way. I'm not going that. If someone else wants to go and get him, he seemed quite happy.
I think as long as we've got a bag of turnips, and he'll soon follow.
True.
Do we have turnips?
We can get some.
Where he's staying, we'll be glad to give us some turnips to get him out of there for a while.
So you make your way. Are you leaving this woman upstairs?
I don't think we've got a lot of choice, have we?
No.
You leave this woman upstairs. You can't.
We're going to tell her. We're going to look for her husband.
Yeah.
Okay. You leave this woman upstairs. You come down the stairs, or come down the stairway. Are you leaving this lizard folk hanging where he is?
Yeah. Can we search? Did we search any of the bodies, by the way?
No.
I think we should cut him down. We shouldn't leave him.
Why?
Well, what if they find him, or then climb up there?
Yeah. Well, no. That's actually, if we cut him down, then it looks like, and we untie him.
Yeah, then, I want my rope back.
Well, A, you want your rope back, and B, then it looks like, there was a big fight. And then hopefully maybe they just think, oh, well, it happened and that's it.
Yeah.
Rather than if we leave him there hanging, then they know that
we won.
Yeah.
Good. Yeah. Okay.
So you rather than cut him down, you take him down, untie all the rope.
Yeah.
There are obvious marks that he has been tied up, but they could fade in time. You want to search the bodies? You find.
Could we just chop him up? Could we do that?
I mean, I didn't like your last idea, hanging it up on the thing.
You find 3 heavy clubs. There's a short bow, a couple of javelins, and leaning up against the wall, there's a couple of spiked shields.
Oh, I'll take a shield.
Yeah, I think I might take a shield actually, if no one wants it.
No, you go over there. You pick up a shield. Are you equipping said shield?
Yes.
Uh,
I don't know how to do that on here, but
Okay.
if you just cool.
I will add them to the. I will figure it out and I'll add them to your character sheets.
Lovely, thank you.
oh, thank you.
Yar.
Are these lizard edible?
Oh no.
Make a intelligence.
And I thought Fayola was bad.
No, not quite that way. 8.
Wouldn't recommend it.
I was just thinking, in case the dogs needed any.
Ah, okay. Could have started with that.
Sorry. Didn't necessarily mean like us edible. It just meant edible in general. Because I thought maybe we could like chop him up and put him in the bag of holding.
You go over there. You give each one a good sniff, and they smell kind of swampy.
Ew.
And damp, and they're not from around here. They smell like they're from somewhere that with damp earth. They smell very musty and wet, and they probably would not advise eating them. Had you rolled higher, maybe I would have said otherwise. But
it's like mushrooms.
Okay.
Can it taste like chicken?
So you collect all their armor is pretty much non-existent. Each one's wearing a little bit of leather to carry their weapons on, and tatty torn trousers. They're all bare-chested lizard men. Oh, women. No, it's a lizard.
Lizard folk.
Yes.
We're not going to test for gender.
So you gather the equipment, the 3 heavy clubs, javelins, spiked shields. Are you making your way out now?
Yes.
Teru goes to the door, he looks out, guides you back down to the boat that you left. There is 2 javelins stuck in the bottom of the boat.
It's sunk then.
It's not sunk, but there is some water coming up into the boat.
It will be sunk at the end, I think.
Teru kind of looks around and sighs and then trudges back up. Oh, we'll have to take the road, and he trudges back up and leads you past the cows.
Don't, Fayola.
Like a large barn.
I'm gonna grab Fayola and just hold on to her.
I think we'll both hold each a hand each.
You grab Fayola and you deliberately guide her past the bull field.
Just give them a wave.
As you kind of half-heartedly wave as you're being dragged up. When you eventually get to the farmhouse and to the road itself, Teru kind of walks up, leading 2 working horses. I found these in the barn.
Alone.
I found these in the barn. They might be able to help us get to our destination faster.
Horsey.
Stay at the front end.
Would you like to go on the horse, Fayola?
Please, don't
okay.
talk to it.
I'm going to pick her up and put her on the horse.
You pick her up. You put her on a horse. Fayola, add 1 mount.
Yes.
Teru's holding the other one, and he looks to the rest of you.
Who's small? He's the smallest.
What kind?
He looks at Lorgren and shakes his head, and then looks at Phlan, and
I was just wondering, should I use the horse to go back and get Nom Nom so I can get there faster? And entice him to come back with us.
Nothing screams awesomeness like splitting the party.
Yep.
So
Let's do it.
Phelan, you climb on the horse and you head back down to collect Nom Nom. Everyone else, you're riding off towards the next farm down the way.
I'm going to start ritual casting, speak with animals so I can talk with my horse.
As you're sitting on your horse, you're muttering and casting the spell. You marking off your spell slots?
No, ritual casting.
All right, so it doesn't take a spell slot.
Nope. I'll spend 10 minutes doing it.
That's why you've got them. Okay, so you guys are all heading off towards the farm. Phelan, you're heading back with your horse. You're going at the speed of the slowest person. So it's Fayola who's muttering to herself as she's sitting on the back of this horse. And we shall end it there tonight. And we'll catch up again next time.
Thank you.
Cheers.
That was fun.
Thank you very much for joining us. And see you all next month. July, I'm doing things slightly different. I'm looking to do a Pride event in July. So we'll see how that goes.
Right. Perfect. Do you have a date? Oh.
What, for July or for next month?
Next month.
Same time?
Same back channel.
What date though?
Same back channel.
Oh, I don't know.
We'll chat in the chat.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay, to be confirmed. To be confirmed.
Sure.
Yeah. All right then. And that is everything, Mr.
Thank you.
Twitch
Awesome.
Man. Can you?
Bye.
Bye.